that all the songs had same reading. Actually, Prashant could have given me 3 same readings. Am I right? If all my 3 songs are exactly 60 seconds, he should have given me same reading. It has not happened. So Prashant Kumar has committed a repeatability error. Now I want to measure the amount of repeatability error which Prashant Kumar has committed. Now how many readings I have from Prashant?
3 readings.
3.
Calculate the standard deviation using the numbers. That will speak about the repeatability error committed by Prashant. Similarly, going to the second, Gajendra, he has given me only 2 reading. So this is another new type of problem I am seeing. Anyway, I will add some number for him, right? And now again, we have 3 readings for Gajendra. And again, there is a variation. What is this error called? Repeatability error committed by Mr. Gajendra. Same way you can understand there is a repeatability error committed by Kamal, Kunal, Arindam, Rajiv, Ramya, Raj Singh. None of you were accurate. I mean, I should not say accurate. None of you were precise while measuring the same part, right? While listening to the song, you measured the time. I know what is reproducibility here. Look here. There are 3 readings for Prashant. And Prashant, can you calculate the average of your 3 readings? All of you, please calculate your average. And let me note your averages. Okay, 55.992. And can I get average from Gajendra? You can use the third
59.94.
59.94. And then Kamal. Kamal, what is your average?
Sir, this is Ramya. My average is 59.75.
All right. Okay. So your average is 59.75.
75.
Okay, I'm typing. Okay, 59.75. Then who is ready?
This is Raj Singh. My average is 59.77.
Who's reading it is? Raj Singh, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me, Raj Singh, you are ready?
59.77.
59.77. Tell your name and no reading.
Rajiv.
Rajiv, yes, Rajiv.
60.00.
60.00. Oh, very good. A round number. Next.
Kunal, sir. 59.85.
59.85. Then Kamal. Yes, sir.
Yeah, 59.86.
59.86. Now what happened to Kamal? He's not there. Kamal, you are muted.
Kamal sir, 61.21.
61 point. Come again.
21.
Okay. All right. And see here.
21.
Yeah, thank you. And now you are seeing all the averages in blue color. There's nothing but the distribution of averages, the third distribution. And now how many averages you have? 8 people. And so 8 averages you have. Will you be able to find out a standard deviation using the 8 numbers or using the 8 averages? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If you find out the standard deviation using the 8 readings, suppose if all readings were same, all of you are reproducible. All of you are almost giving me the same reading. If all are same, standard deviation will be 0. But when I calculate the standard deviation now, it cannot be 0.
Yes.
That means there is a reproducibility error. Now, each one of you contributed for the repeatability error. Similarly, each one of you somehow contributed to the reproducibility error also. So I now have to combine both repeatability error and reproducibility error. That is called total measurement error. That is called what? Total measurement error. Total measurement error is nothing but sum of the repeatability error and sum of the reproducibility error. Right? And now I will take you back to the previous slide.
Sir, one thing, sir.
Yes.
If you have a repeatability error, you must have the reproducibility error.
Now, repeatability error comes from an individual appraiser, right? If there is only one appraiser who is giving you all the reading, there is no chance of reproducibility error. But
No, if
when you
10%
have,
are there, sir,
but
if 10% are there and the repeatability error are there must be reproducibility error too.
uh, there must be reproducibility, right? Say for example, I give you different reading. I give you 10 different reading, and you give 10 different reading. All my readings are different, so I have repeatability error. All your readings are different, so you will also have repeatability error. Suppose my average and your average are same, there is no reproducibility. But my average and your average are different, and now there will be reproducibility. And to be frank, always there will be repeatability error and always there will be reproducibility error, because it is unsystematic in nature. Now also you see a lot of ways all of you committed error. You cannot easily figure out why there is an error. For some of you, there were internet connectivity issue. Some of you have some other issue, and finally, even if there are no issues, then also you will commit the error, right? And so now we are going to better understand how to measure both the repeatability error as well as reproducibility error. Now, for your convenience, I'm showing the same slide again. I'm going to read out the statement. Repeatability is the consistency of a single appraiser to measure the same part multiple times with the same measurement system. If he is consistent, then he is repeatable, no error. But nobody can be consistent, right? And so there will be inconsistency, and so there will be standard deviation. It is related to the standard deviation of the measured value. Look at the graph. The graph contains a center line. For example, imagine Kunal has made 100 reading. Same part, Kunal has measured 100 times. Now, what is this dark color black line talks about? The average of Kunal's reading. Average of reading from Kunal. And half of his reading will be on the left, half of his reading will be on the right. Right? And now you can easily understand it follows a normal distribution. If it follows normal distribution, and now sigma is a representative of the error. Sigma is a representative of the error. What is total error? You include all the data. And suppose Kunal is working for a company. During conduction of measurement study, he might hardly take 100 reading. Does it mean in the entire company there are only 100 reading? Or does it mean the system can produce only 100 reading? No. The measurement system can produce 1,000 reading, can produce 10,000 reading, can produce any number of reading. But all that I have is a sample of 100 data. With the sample, can you predict population?
Yes.
Yes, it is possible. This is called inferential statistics. Having a data of the sample and predicting the characteristics of the population is called inferential statistics, right? And that is what I'm going to use now. And now I know when I have a normal distribution, I can understand 99.73% of the population just by identifying my control limit. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
What
Yes.
will be your control limit? Control limit will be at a distance of
3 sigma.
3 sigma from the center. So I go up to this point. I go up to this point. Up to this point, how many sigmas are there? 3 sigmas. When I multiply with the sigma by 3, half of the population is understood. Half of the error is understood, calculated by multiplying the sigma by 3. Similarly, I know there will be 3 sigma on the left side. So if I multiply the sigma by 6, I will be able to account for 99.73% of the repeatability error my measurement system may incur. Clear? Sigma you calculate and then multiply the sigma by 6, and now 99.73% of the error is visible to you. Hope it is clear to all of you. Yes or no? Yes. Now reproducibility comes into picture.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, let's say the mean